Welcome back to Farm and Hammer, everyone. We're out in the hayfield, and I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. But first, we're gonna go back about 3 weeks ago again. I ran out of time to put this footage on last week's video, or last video I made. We're gonna go back to that one. It's all about the calves we weaned and we have since sold. So guys, it's been a couple of weeks since you saw me catch those calves to wean, and caught the other two the following day. Didn't get that on video, but we're actually back here at the home place and showing you some of the other calves that we've weaned in the last month. And we were weaning them in this all pipe fence here. We fence line weaned up against there. Their mothers were in the field right there, so we fence line weaned for the first couple days. Then once the cows were ready to move on, we pushed the cows out and we kicked the calves into this pen here. So anyway, it's been 3 weeks since we weaned them, gave them their first round of shots, and then we actually let them in here this morning. There's still some that come in here for water and then they get stuck in the corner, but anyway, they're back out on grass, so that's good to see. We are dealing with a couple cases of pink eye. There's 2 of them right there, but other than that, I am pretty happy with this group. There's a couple abnormally large ones, a little bigger than the rest. And you can hopefully get a pretty good idea of what kind of calves are in here. One of my favorite heifers there. And you may be able to see the ones with the little blue ear tag. Of course you can't see the one I'm pointing at, but the ones with the little blue ear tag are actually the ones I caught from the rental place. And we worked them that same day. Here's one of them. We worked them the same day I got them home. And that way the bulls here, hopefully they'll be steers for the time we sell them. So you can tell it's working. It's just gonna take a while. So anyway, this is a pretty good sized group. We've had a pretty small fall calving herd since 2018, 2017, 2018. Whenever we had some droughts, and then had a drought the last couple of years. So we've been down on numbers. Of course, there's some really nice heifers. There's only about 6 that I really like. That's one there, that red one behind her, the black one, that red one. There's a couple other black ones, but not sure what we're going to do. If we're going to keep some to get our fall numbers a little higher. As you guys may remember, we kept back almost 40 spring born heifers, and they're getting bred right now. We'll have them preg checked here in a month. If those numbers are pretty low, if there's only 10 that are bred, we may keep 10 to 15 of these fall born heifers, because we'll have room for them. But if there's 25 bred out of the spring group of heifers, we'll probably be shipping this whole group. For those of you that are sort of new to the channel, these calves are quarter Angus, quarter Gelby, and half Hereford. We're shooting for black baldies. Of course, we're getting some reds, but I'd say this is the least amount of red calves we've had in a group in the last 8-9 years or so. And that's mostly due to using black baldy bulls. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with this group. As you can see, they're not balling. They're on feed and have been on hay up until today. They've still got hay. It's just they've got a little bit of grass and clover to pick on. So, but you can see my ear tagged ones compared to the rest. They are just as big. This heifer is bigger than all the other heifers, but the bulls and steers, they're pretty much even. So out of cull cows, I'm pretty happy with them. There's the half Coriani, and he is just as big as the beef calves. He still doesn't like feed, but and then we've got this other baldy bull. He's about the same size as the rest. So anyway, that's the story on these calves. Got them weaned. Sorry I didn't get any videos of working them. We'll have to work them here again in sometime this week actually. So they'll get worked again and get their second round of shots. That's 20 some days after the first round. And then we'll hold on to them for a little while longer. And we may ship all the steers before the heifers, or we may just ship them all at once. Not sure, but Anyway, pretty nice uniform group. I'm pretty happy with them. So like I said in the first clip, yes, we have sold the calves now. So all the calves are gone. We didn't keep any heifers. Calves were just too high to keep any back. And we already have 37 heifers kept back for spring calving, which those will be preg checked here in about a week. And so we'll know who's bred there. Hopefully there's about 20 of them that are bred. We only put the bull in for 40 days. So anyway, I'll talk about that in a separate video once we get them pregged. But we didn't keep any fall calving heifers, which I would like to, especially while we've got baldy calves. But when the market's this high, like I've said quite a bit, when the market's this good, it's hard to keep a bunch of heifers when you don't know how long it's gonna last. So anyway, we sold them all. I sold my 12 from the rental farm. We put them together. They're all treated the same, had the same vaccines, all that. Anyway, sold the whole group all at once. I think they sold pretty well. We had 2 that got cut out for bad eyes, and they sold pretty bad, I'd say. I tried to get there before they sold, and I guess actually a good thing they sold before I got there, which it is a little bit of a drive, but anyway, I was able to watch them sell on my phone, so I did record it and watch it there. But first group of steers that ran through, they weighed lower 500s, which there was, I think, 15 of them in that group. And then the second group, which was a big group of steers, they averaged 599. I was guessing about 600 pounds, so I was pretty close. They averaged 599. They brought the most, obviously, biggest group, and they're all pretty consistent in size. So they did really well. I was really pleased with them. And then the heifers were kind of all over the place. I think they split those up into 3 groups of like 15. The smallest group, they didn't sell great. And then the last 2 bigger groups, I thought they sold pretty well too. None of them were, you know, above the market price for the week, but they were in the upper range, so I was pretty happy with that. Especially with some with bad eyes. I wasn't expecting as good as they did. So anyway, they are all sold, and as you can see behind me, got a bunch of hay to get moved and stacked where it's supposed to be. You may be able to tell there's quite a few bales here. Of course, you can't see all of them over there. They go clear past the silo, and you might be able to see the hay barn back there. That one's plumb full as well, and there's actually another 30 foot of hay sticking out the side that we've covered with the tarp. So got plenty of hay. I've got to get it moved out of the way, because what I'm trying to do is get it in straight rows along the fence here, but not close enough where the bulls will stick their head through to try to get a bite. But trying to get it along the fence, get 2 rows going here. That way our hay lot, we can actually drive trucks and trailers through here. Whether we sell calves or have a semi-load of hay come in, we can pull trailers all the way through and out those 2 gates. So everything's blocked off now, and we had to move hundreds of bales over here with flipper trailer, and we didn't have a tractor over here because we had the tractor at the place we were loading hay at. So we had to dump them everywhere. They're all in the way. It's hard to get the tractor in there to get them facing the right direction. So anyway, I'm gonna get a little bit of stacking done this evening, so enjoy the time lapse. And while we're talking about hay, for as long as I can remember, my dad has been hauling hay with this 32-foot bale trailer. And I mean, this thing's at least 20 years old. One of the neighbors used to make them, I think, and he bought it from him. So he's used this thing for a long time. It's hauled thousands of bales back home here and dumped them off. So he's had this for a long time. We knew we were gonna have hundreds of bales to haul this year. And about midway through, the axle got messed up on this one. And so, since he's got his own truck and trailer, and I'm starting to get more involved, and I've also got my own hay to haul for my cows separately, decided to buy a brand new trailer. And this one I bought myself. It's another 32 footer. I was wanting a 36, but it just seemed like the extra bale wasn't worth the price. Anyway, so this is a brand, not sponsored, obviously. I bought it from a dealer. They just happened to carry this brand and had them on hand. So picked one up and did have a number of problems. This thing was all jacked up when we did the first flip. Even though we had a high-rise ball, when we did the first flip, this pin got bent and it was almost impossible to get this thing off. So couldn't get the trailer off the truck. Anyway, so we did a little work on it. Shouldn't have been like that in the first place, but I'm not sure if that was the manufacturer's fault or the dealer, because they did put this on there. So anyway, we got it fixed and didn't bother talking to the dealer about it. But anyway, brand new trailer. It's already hauled. Actually, no, this trailer's hauled probably around 400 bales in a week. So it's hauled quite a few bales already. Not sure how much I like it yet. Honestly, my dad's been running it this whole time, and I've been running the old trailer on my truck because I don't have a high-rise ball for this type of trailer. So anyway, so my dad's been running it on his truck, and seems to be going well, but sure sped up the hay hauling. If you can get two of us going at once, you can haul a couple hundred bales in a day. So anyway, that's the new trailer, and like I said earlier, calves are so high. The prices the way they are, you know, in my opinion, this is the year to make upgrades if you're going to. So that's one of them. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it an evening. I've got a couple more bales to haul, but that's all the filming I'm gonna do for today. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching. I will see y'all next time.